So starting the test drive in this XT5, the V6 is very strong and it actually feels more powerful than the all-wheel drive one in the front-wheel drive version, just because you're getting pulled from that front axle. But a very strong engine. I feel like that's why GM has kept the 3.6 in this for so long. There's an optional 2-liter available, I believe, but the 3.6 is pretty much across the board in all of their midsize SUVs. So the XT5, the XT6, the Acadia, the Traverse. And I'd rather have this in terms of fuel economy. I think the 2-liter is more fun to drive, but you don't have to put your foot down as much to accelerate in this as opposed to the 2-liter turbocharged variants. But we're gonna give ourselves a little space and see if we can open her up just a tad. So not giving it too much. But I mean, just an extremely capable engine, I think. And when you're not putting your foot down in it, especially with the 9-speed automatic, very impressive fuel economy numbers. Now, ride quality wise, these ride so well. I don't know what it is, but the platforms of these are just fantastic. There's a slight pull there, but it's crazy because these tend to be on 20s. So to be on 20-inch aluminum wheels and still ride this well is very impressive. We'll give it a little pull here. So again, an extremely capable V6 here. Now the 9-speed, a lot of the times, especially when you're just cruising, it'll hesitate just a little, but it doesn't take too long for it to figure out what's going on. Just not as quick as you'd see a quicker shifting transmission in other vehicles. But now in terms of price, this one is right under $58,000. So not too cheap, but not over 60. And for whatever reason, that makes a big difference to me. But this is missing cooled seats. It's missing adaptive cruise control. And I just feel like for this amount of money, you shouldn't be having to fight for that, even in a Cadillac. Now, I will say, having the heated steering wheel is nice. Having the lane keeping system standard is nice. I probably would just go with a luxury trim level though. Just getting the heated seats. A lot of these options I feel like I'm paying for I don't need or I don't notice. But a different consumer might see otherwise. But I'd rather have the 2-liter turbo, luxury trim level, and then save. I mean, you're probably not saving that much, maybe like $5 or $6 grand, but it's nothing that I would notice. This one does have that technology package, which is nice. It includes the heads-up display among other features. But I think that's a $1,400 or $1,500 option if I'm correct for that package. And I just don't see a difference that I would miss if I hadn't had one of these with these options before. But I do think you get a nice looking vehicle outside, a very nice riding vehicle, driving vehicle, and a pretty nice interior. It's kind of weird because the XT5 hasn't had a refresh in so long, but this still seems relevant, even though it's basically been the same vehicle since 2017. So that just goes to show how hard GM brought it in making this vehicle, especially something to replace the outgoing SRX. But if you're looking for something that's under 60 grand, rides nice, drives nice, not too much going on in terms of having to learn technology, I'd definitely make sure you take a look at this 2024 Cadillac XT5 in the premium luxury trim level.